Hey everybody, this is Marie. Welcome back here to A Place to Heal. And if you're one of my Instagram followers, you just saw me post a picture of this thing right here on Monday. And I said that if anybody could guess what this great drink was for your liver, I was going to offer one of my products free off my webpage, and I would send it to you. And I do have a winner. She guessed it right away, and I'll be announcing that on my Instagram. But it's for your liver. Can you hear it? And it's fermented. And I did not even know that this drink existed until about 8 months ago. And ever since then, it's one of my favorite things to take for my liver because I feel that it does help it a lot. So I was going to do the whole thing for you and show you how to do everything, but I'm borrowing a friend's kitchen, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bring beets in here because if you've ever worked with beets, a lot of the reason that I don't like juicing beets and stuff like that is just because it makes a mess and it stains everything. So I'm very careful with the beets, and I know I'm going to get the questions underneath. Hey, can I use the beets from the store? Hey, can I use? No, you have to use fresh beets. You have to. And if they are organic, you hit the jackpot. That's even better because that's what you want. I mean, your liver has to filter out toxins. So why would you want to put non-organic beets, which is a root vegetable? And root vegetables have the highest amount of pesticides because they collect them right in through their roots. So you definitely, this is one that you do not want to buy non-organic. If you have no other choice, then by all means, you have no other choice. But if you can get organic, please get organic on this one, okay? So the first things that you want to do is I got I make a quart, right? 32 ounces in one of these little jars. And I usually get 2 good-sized beets. And what you want to do is you want to cut the tops off of them, the long stems. Don't throw those away. Make smoothies with them. They're great. Everybody cuts them and throws them away. I'm like, oh man, those things are awesome for smoothies. Throw them in a smoothie. It's like throwing in spinach. It's great. And you cut the little tails off and you get rid of those. Do not peel the beets. You want to scrape them really, really good. Use a little brush or whatever. Get them nice and clean. And once you get them nice and clean, you want to cut them up into cubes. Once you get them into cubes, your 2 beets, you want to put them in your jar. And then you want to add some salt. Okay, you're going to add I think you can add 1 to 2 tablespoons of pink Himalayan salt or Celtic salt. Don't use Morton's. That stuff is toxic. If you know, it's like pink Himalayan salt is actually pink. Or you can use the sea salt, any sea salt. Celtic salt is also fine. A nice healthy salt. And you can add 1 to 2 teaspoons. I use 1 teaspoon. I don't like a lot of salt in my diet. I don't like messing with my sodium, so I'm good. 1 is enough, and it does ferment it enough. Believe me, it ferments it enough. And then what I do is I like to add, because you can add different things to it. Now, once you have your beets and once you have your salt in, you have a few options. So you can use orange peels. If you like to add orange peels, you can add orange peels to that. You can add lemon. I like to add lemon. And ginger. I love ginger. Now, you don't want to get the powdered ginger because the powdered ginger is going to sit there and it's just going to dissolve into the liquid and it's going to taste really funny. So you want to get, like the nice, this one's the granules. It's the ginger root. And this one's organic. I got it at my local health food store. And I like to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of that, depending on how much you like ginger. So I love ginger. I like that spiciness. And once it starts to ferment, it tastes even, I don't know, just gives it that little tang. But a lot of people don't like ginger. You don't have to add ginger. But if you do, you can add 1 or you can add 2 tablespoons. Now, then you fill it up with clean water. Try not to use distilled. Distilled will pull minerals. Try to use either, spring water, pH water, alkaline water, some sort of clean water. Do not use tap water. And you want to fill it up about an inch from the top because you want that fermentation to happen. So I set it up on my countertop at home and let it start fermenting. And then after 24 hours, usually before I go to bed, I'll take the lid, I'll open it, I'll let it air, I'll close the lid back up, put it back on my counter. And I let that go on. Ooh, I can smell it. It smells so good. I let that go on for about 5 days. Now this one, I started Sunday. Today's Friday. Okay, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This one's been sitting for 5 days now. And that's about how I like it. That's it. That's my limit right there. Don't like it any less. I don't like it anymore. If I leave it for more than that, it gets really super strong for me. But less than that, it just seems to be too weak. So at this point, this is when I start consuming this drink. But after my 5 days, and I hope I'm not confusing you guys, after my 5 days, which is today, I like to open it up. And, you might see bubbles and everything else from the fermentation. I strongly suggest don't do this. Don't shake it up because the pressure from the fermentation, it kind of loosens the cap, and then you're going to have beet juice everywhere. As a matter of fact, you're going to notice I'm using a red towel because I don't want anything on any of these counters. All right. So today on my 5th day is when I begin to start consuming it. I like to, you don't have to, I like to add a little bit more lemon juice because I like mine. And then I go ahead and I fill it right to the top. At this point, you have 2 options. If this is something that you're only going to drink for, let's say, a week or 2 weeks, for your liver health, what you want to do is you want to put it through a strainer. You want to get all that ginger, the beets, everything. You want to put it through a strainer, get it out of there, and then you want to pop it in the refrigerator to keep it cool. Okay. If you want to continue drinking this, if you felt a strong connection with it, you felt that it's doing your liver a lot of good, which is what I did back 8 months ago when I first started. I was like, I really feel this really good. What you want to do is you want to strain it, but you want to save at least that much of it, okay? You want to save at least an inch, maybe an inch and a half, and that's what you want to add to your next bottle. Okay, so the fermentation's already started. It's kind of like, it's like kind of like the Scooby and in kombucha. You need it to start the next one. So it's kind of like that, and it helps the fermentation process better. So at this point, yes, I'm gonna put it up here. I'm so paranoid. I like when people loan me stuff. Man, I'm so careful because I really respect other people's stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is in the morning or in the evening, whatever you like, you don't want to take this too late because you want to remember that your liver starts cleaning itself at night, which is one of the reasons that I tell everybody not to consume food after 8 o'clock at night. Your organs are cleaning. Your liver is trying to clean itself. Your kidneys are trying to clean itself. And, there's even a meridian clock. If you've ever looked up a meridian clock, there's that clock will tell you. I have a lot of people that call me And they'll say, Marie, I'm always getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm always getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Something's bothering me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, if you look up that meridian clock will tell you what organ is being cleaned at that time of night. So you can actually go, oh, well, hey, this is what I'm having problems with. So if you look at your meridian clock and you see that you're constantly waking up between this hour and this hour, and that's the time that your lungs are doing their cleaning, then you know, hey, I have to start cleaning my lungs, because obviously it's very important. It's waking me up enough. This is your body talking to you. I've told you this in a bunch of videos. Your body's always talking to you. You have pain underneath your feet? Look up acupuncture. Find out where that pain is precisely on the bottom of your feet. Because that's your body talking to you, telling you, hey, this organ is the problem. Look me up. I'm sending you a message here. If you have problems in your hands, like the other day, I had a pain right here that just would not go away. So instead of sitting there going, oh, let me rub something on it and make it go away, suppress. Suppression causes depression. I said it first. Instead of putting cream on it and going, just go away, I want to ignore you, don't do that. Look up hand acupuncture. What is going on here? What is the problem here? And the problem was my lungs. And I sat there and I started taking a little bit of extra cordyceps to heal my lungs. And in no time, the pain was gone. You don't want to suppress. This is your body constantly talking to you through the lines on your face, the pains underneath your feet. Everywhere, your body's always sending you a message. And at night, back to the meridian clock, you don't want to be eating. Your body uses 80% of its resources to digest. So why would you want to introduce food late at night before you go to bed, when your body is trying to use its resources to put you into REM sleep? It's trying to use its resources to clean your organs, to do what it has to do, to get rid of old nasty cells that it doesn't need and everything else. And then people end up with cancer and they can't figure out why they end up with cancer. It's like you're never letting that body do its work. So here it is. I just got back from the gym an hour ago. And this is it's almost like red wine, right? Look at that. Salud. It's good stuff. And I love it because it doesn't taste beady. It doesn't taste, I mean, it still has that earthy taste. I'm not going to lie, because it does. But I mean, a beet's a beet. But, and the thing is that if it's really that bad for you, before you take that shot, add half a teaspoon of honey in there and then take it. I've had people, I even get my grandkids to take it that way. And it's great. And then kind of be very present in your body and start noticing what it does. And then you're going to notice, hey, I can kind of feel that right here. Oh, hey, I hear gurgling. What is that? Or, hey, my bowel movements just improved by like 60%. And you're going to notice all these little things, right, by taking this. So I love fermented food is awesome for everything. And if you can get a fermented food down to your liver, especially a food that is awesome, great. And what I love about this recipe is you can alter it quite a bit. You have your staple, which are your beets, your water and your salt. But you can add lemon, withdraw lemon, add oranges, orange peels, lemon peels. You can add lemon. You can take it however you want to get in there to add to the liver. If you want, you can get some dandelion roots and shove, a tablespoon of dandelion roots in there also. Ginger's great, dandelion roots. You can even go further if you've already detoxed enough to be able to do that. So there you go. That's my Friday video for this week. For those on Instagram, I'm sorry I didn't go live this week. I've had some birthday parties and I'm trying to prepare, because you know me, I'm I don't believe that, I don't believe that it's in the gifts, and I don't believe it's in the presents, and it's in the memories. So for me, you know, Christmas is a big deal. Birthdays are a big deal. And I like to form those memories. I like to have them think back and, you know, on their 8th birthday, 10th birthday, 15th birthday, they'll never remember what you got them. Hell, I don't even remember anymore what I got for Christmas, but I do remember the memories, and the memories will always stick with you. So this week, that's what I've been doing. Is I've got 2 kiddos that are having birthdays. You know, I kind of work for the state for Child Protective Services also. So, you know, I have kiddos that come in and out of my house, and I do respite for those who know anything about that. So I constantly have kiddos that come in my house, and, you know, these kids have been through a lot of trauma and a lot of pain. I could tell you stories that could make your skin crawl. I mean, you just would sit there and go, no, Marie, that's a fiction. That's a fiction novel. That's not true. So it's very important for me that while these children are here with me, I make their lives a little better, you know, just a little. All right, so till next time, please, once again, you know it, everybody say it with me, stay happy, stay healthy, and please love and respect one another. And yeah, I've got a little something coming up, but I don't think I want to tell it yet. I think I want to hold on to it a little bit longer. So it's a surprise for you guys. But yeah, I'm going to hold on to it just a little bit longer. All right, till next time. Love you guys.